Hi, how you guys doing? This is William Myers, Menace Outdoors. Today we're going to be talking about a product from a good friend of mine, Jamie Burleigh, so don't go away. Alright guys, so what you're looking at right now is a product from a really good friend of mine, Jamie Burleigh. This is Burleigh Balm, and this is a great product to keep with you when you're in the woods. You know, it's a medicinal, it's a lubricant. You know, I lubricate my knives for tool maintenance, my seals on the fire pistons. You know, I really don't use the fire piston very often when I'm in the woods until recently when I was introduced to the Traeger multi-flame tool. So I even use Burleigh Balm to lubricate the seals on the pistons. But like I said, this is so much that this can do. It's not only a medicinal, which we're going to talk about here in a little bit, but it's for tool maintenance. It's preventative. You can actually, I put this on me, you know, just kind of a light layer on my arms and things like that when I'm going through areas that are heavily laden with poison ivy. You know, and it keeps the Russia oil on top of of the Burleigh Balm, so it doesn't sink into the skin. And I've had success with that, and I get poison ivy pretty much just by looking at it. So that is something that, you know, maybe you could think of, but there's probably 1,001 uses that this can be used for. Alright guys, so like I said, there's a ton of things that I use Burleigh Balm for, and I wanted to wait till I did this video. JB actually gave me a sample of this stuff months ago. You know, and anytime that I got cut, I always made sure I used the Burleigh Balm on it. Anytime I got any kind of like contact dermatitis from poison ivy or anything for that matter, excuse me, I'd make sure that I at least treated it with Burleigh Balm just to see what was going to happen. And I could just tell you from my personal experience with Burleigh Balm, it's been probably almost close to a year now that I've been using it, is that it definitely speeds up my healing rate. I mean, I know the rate that my body heals, and actually a lot of you guys know that I'm a type 2 diabetic. I control that through my diet and things like that. I actually don't take medicine for it, but it's possible for me to kind of slowly heal. But with this stuff, it definitely cuts that time in half for sure. Like I said, I've noticed with Burleigh Balm that, you know, certain rashes that I get on my skin, sometimes my legs from walking through poison ivy, sometimes my arms, things like that. I've treated those with Burleigh Balm. Burns, actually, in point of fact, we were up in Michigan with Jamie Burleigh, and I had an accident where I grabbed a cup that the handles on it were in the coals, and I didn't know that they were, and I got a pretty nasty burn on my fingers. You know, things happen, right? Well, I treated that burn with Burleigh Balm, and pretty much right away it soothed the burn, and within a matter of 4 or 5 days, you couldn't even notice that it was there. You know, and that probably would have taken almost 2 weeks to repair itself. So this product's ability alone to help me speed up my recovery from minor scrapes and cuts, burns, things like that, and from my experience, it's about 50% faster than my body's normal healing rate, is absolutely great in my opinion. It's worth putting in my pack for that reason alone. You know, not only that, is it's going to keep minor cuts and things like that from getting infections even, and just not minor cuts. I've seen people that I know put these on pretty nasty cuts. You know, I got a guy that actually sliced himself almost to the bone, and he's a really good friend of mine on Facebook, and he treated his cut with Burleigh Balm. You know, there's all kinds of testimonials out there and things like that. This product is getting around pretty fast. But it's going to help keep those minor cuts and scrapes from getting an infection because it's antimicrobial. So it's going to help kind of control the growth of bacteria and other viruses that get into those cuts. So let's talk about the actual product description right now. The ingredients to the product per the back of the tin itself is coconut oil, which has amazing effect, plantain, honey, and I know Jamie Burleigh and I know what he puts in his Burleigh Balm. This isn't just honey. This isn't just honey that you go to Walmart or something like that and pick off the shelf. I mean, this is honey straight from the hive, dead bees and parts of the hive and things like this. This is really unpasteurized, really good, no GMO honey. Let's see, plantain, honey, vitamin E, and beeswax. And even the beeswax, you know, I sell beeswax products, and Jamie kind of stays away from the beeswax that I get because I get it from a local farm, but it's a really big farm, and they actually filter and pasteurize everything and things like that. So he doesn't want that because like I said, it's filtered and pasteurized. So going through the list, you know, coconut oil has an amazing effect on the body, especially on the epidermis. And plantain is a great herb. Obviously, you know, anybody that knows about plants, that stuff's everywhere. You know, narrow leaf, broadleaf, all kinds of plantains out there. It's an astringent. It has drawing powers. You know, you could crush that up, put it on a splinter, and helps draw the splinter out. Helps pull the toxins from bee stings. You know, what have you. So that it's just a really, really great herb that he, you know, put in there for those effects. So like I said, this product probably has 1,001 uses. You know, I'll put this, you know, just take a little swipe with your finger. You know, you don't need much. Put that on my lips. You know, the product smells really, really good. It's like probably the coconut oil and the honey and things like that. If I have dry skin even, I'll just rub a little bit on my hands, rub it on the dry skin. If my hands are dry, rub it on my hands. Chafing, you know, some people out there, you know, you're walking 20 miles on a hike, something's going to get chafed, you know, and I've put Burleigh balm underneath my armpits and in between my legs where things are going to get chafed, you know, when things are moving, things are going to get chafed. You know, not a lot of people like to talk about it, but it's a fact of life. You know, this will help prevent that for sure. I use this, I use Burleigh balm for tool maintenance. This is what I use for tool maintenance. Either that or I carry animal fats, and you know, this is just something that's in my hip pack, and I use that. You know, every night when I come back into camp and I'm ready to settle down, I pull out my blades. If they need touched up, I'll touch them up, and then I add Burleigh balm to them to prevent rust. It's just part of tool maintenance. If you own a carbon steel blade, you're going to have to do constant, daily, if you're using them, daily tool maintenance. All right, I've even used Burleigh balm to treat my boots, my leather, you know, on my boots. I guess you kind of class that as tool maintenance. I mean, my boots are tools. They're tools that I use on my feet. So I dress my leather sheaths for my knives, my leather boots. I dress it with Burleigh balm. Works just great. Comes out looking brand new, honestly, to tell you the truth. But like I said, there's probably 1,001 uses for this. You know, as soon as I turn the camera off, I'm gonna say, oh yeah, wait a minute, there's one. Yeah, I use this stuff for a ton of things. You know, and I definitely wanted to shoot this video and get this product out on my channel to let my viewers aware of this. It's a wonderful, wonderful product that I think everyone should have at least a 10 of in their pack. You know, he sells this in lip balm size. The lip balm sells this 10, which I believe is 1 ounce. So, yeah, 1 ounce 10, and then he sells basically a deodorant stick, and I believe that's a 6 ounce, and I think that's only for $20. 4 or 6 ounces, I'm not sure. I have to go check. I have one at home, I just didn't bring it out with me. So there's 3 different sizes, so you can either get 1 or 2 of them or all of them, and you can, you know, kind of throw in your pack what you need. What I actually do is I keep the 1 ounce 10 in my hip pack, and whenever the 1 ounce 10 runs out, I go home and I take the big deodorant stick and I roll it up a little bit, and I just slide it, basically cut it with the 10, and my 10's filled up again. So that's just maybe a tip or trick maybe you guys want to think about. And if ever, like I said, I get really big, like a dermatitis from poison ivy or anything like that, then I'll use the actual big 6 ounce deodorant stick for that big area that I want to expose to Burleigh balm. So like I said, this is just a video to let everybody know about this product. Hopefully some of you already know about this and you're using it because it's a wonderful product. I'd like to send a special thanks out to my buddy Jamie Burleigh for letting me use this stuff for as long as I have. I've used it, like I said, for almost a year now, and I'm absolutely thrilled with it. I'm absolutely impressed with it, and I can't think of enough uses for it. Every day I think I come up with something else that it's used for. So this has been William Myers, Madness Outdoors. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, click subscribe. Liking this video really helps me and my channel out a lot. I appreciate all your views, comments, and support. Hopefully, we'll see you out in the woods.
Is this poison ivy right here?
No,
What is that?
that's raspberry or blackberry. Products that I hold near. Okay, 3, 2, 1. And keep them from getting an infection because it is antimicrobial.